Hey Sagittarius, it's Leona Nicole Black and this is your tarot reading for November. I didn't get to do your tarot reading last month and I'm so sorry for that. I was traveling a great deal and doing personal readings and I just had so much on, it was just physically not possible. So this is one of the reasons why you're early in the month. I just wanted to make sure that I got this out to you and I connected with your energy. And yeah, I want to check in and see how you guys are doing. I don't think I've had any personal readings with any Sagittarius lately either, so let's see where you're at. So I'm gonna get straight into your intuitive reading, but one of the things that I'm gonna be doing is pulling some cards around Saturn moving into Capricorn next month. It's a really significant transit. It's gonna last between 2.5 to 3 years, I think, and I feel, you know, a lot of the signs at the moment are being cautioned about this shift, and I feel like there are some things we could probably get in order before this change happens. I always see you guys as the sign of expansion. Actually, I see you as a sign of expansion or theoretical broadening or strengthening in some ways. It can be one or the other. Either you're very intense in what you believe or you're avid in pursuit of new beliefs. I see you as a territory taking sign, a sign that is interested in the other, in other cultures, in the boundaries of things and the crossing and the blurring of that. So with all that going on, Saturn being the energy of restraint and structure and constriction and karma and, you know, blocks in some way. I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about that energy next month, so let's get some advice for you about how you can best engage with it. As I always say, these are general messages, they're high level. I'm going to be talking about the universal themes and energies as they pertain to the Sagittarius archetype, but if you would like a personal reading, then you know what to do, and I'd love to read for some Sagittariuses actually. So go to my website, it's nicoleblack.com/services, and the great news is you can now directly book your day and time of appointment on my website. I'm super proud of that. My Virgo efficiency is like tick. So it's a really easy process now. Always has been, to be honest, but I just love refining it because that just happens to be what I'm like. So you can do that, and I'd love to connect with you and to work with you guys personally. I'll leave some more information in the description box because I've also launched some new services, including tarot coaching, and I've also done some launched a service around couples tarot. So definitely check that stuff out, and I might do a separate video just outlining the different work that I do. Okay, cool, let's get into your reading. Okay, Sagittarius. Projections. Okay, Sagittarius, where are you at this month? Overall energies for you. What's new? What's coming up? What are you heading towards energetically? What does this month have to show you and teach you in kind of the arc and direction of your life? First card, the burden. Okay, interesting. I feel that card's a lot about your direction. Schizophrenia, we'll talk about that, don't be alarmed. Innocence, yes. I think some of you are split. The Master. I see duplicated Sage energy here. Maybe one more. I feel like 5 is the right energy to work with, the energy of change. What other energy does, there we go. We've got 2 cards. I like it. Receptivity and completion. A lot of blue energy here. Emotions, feeling. Water energy. Okay, let's see what's going on in your heart space. What's happening with the heart, Sag? What do you want? Wow. Okay. 10 of Pence. And some victory. Okay, I see you want to move. That's your energy for sure. I like it. It's showing up in your reading. Maybe just a little bit more about what Sagittarius is wanting this stage, at this juncture of your life. Oh, you don't want to leave something. Oh, I see it. There might be some illusions. Okay, I'm getting your reading out. King of Wands. Here you are again. A lot of fiery, passionate energy coming out underneath the overall energy in terms of the water. Okay, what are the obstacles for Sagittarius? What are you perhaps not seeing? And that's a significant question for you. What do you need to know? What are the obstacles? Way too many cards for me to understand. Okay, what do you need to know, Sag? Okay, the Star, hopes, wishes and dreams. I think I might have some tough love for you. Obstacles. Okay. Yeah. I think some of you are not seeing the situation clearly. I think you might. We'll get into your reading. Okay. Advice based on these energies. Ouch. What's the advice based on these energies for Sagittarius? How can... Oh, okay. Do you want to make a decision about moving forward? Yeah, you need to look at a situation differently. Some new beliefs are required. Okay. A little more advice. Maybe one more card, please. Yeah, see, that's also cutting something away. Okay, Sag. Boy, this is so, I mean, this is really clear. Okay, let's think about Saturn into Capricorn. What do you need to do this month to prepare for that energy? How do you get this card, honestly? How do you get your affairs in order? Okay. That's very interesting, the Queen of Pentacles there for you. Okay, oh. On an outcome card. Where are you at exiting this month into December? What's the outcome for you? Okay. Okay. I like. Oh. The queens are really showing up. A lot of feminine energy. Sagittarius, I feel like this is a dope reading and the messages have come through really clearly, but I think it requires me to give it to you straight. But I think you guys can take it. I think you like it like that, actually. My Cancer rising tends to want to soften the messages and give it really gentle, but I even have a Sag friend that's just like, just tell me straight. So I'm gonna tell you straight. Here's what I see. You're going in the wrong direction, first and foremost. You are going forcefully towards something in some ways, and I feel like this woman, as you can see, riding this person's back is your ideas, your past, your preconceived notions, your perceptions about what your life needs to be, everything that has amassed to this moment. I feel like it is telling you, go this way, do this thing. Like all your training, your nature, it is pushing you in a certain direction, but you know, I think you can feel it on an intuitive level. I don't think you can ignore it because we've just been dragged through Scorpio season and everything that's in the base, we're feeling it quite strongly. And I think rather than like with other signs, the way that we would feel this deep emotional energy and then stew on it and think about it, I think it's manifesting like this for you. I think actually it's almost like a beast that has risen up and is directing you in some ways. But with the schizophrenia card here, mentally you're split. I see you oscillating between a decision. I see you going, I could do this or I could do that, and I'm not sure which way is best to go, but I think it's a performance because you've actually got 2 cards of the Sage here, 2 cards of very wise masculine energy, 2 cards of actually having had the experiences and the lessons already. This is somebody who knows. This is someone who perceives clearly. This is someone who is connected fully within themselves, and you've come up duplicate in this way. Innocence and the Master, these cards are called, you know, innocence in that you know, you do know, you know, you're not blocked or naive, you're innocent in a sense of connection to self. And the Master in terms of, yeah, I know these experiences and I know the best way to deal with this. Really, like I said, a lot of blue energy for you. I feel like this is on a high level, the emotions that are spinning. You've got the receptivity card. I pulled a clarifier, 4 of Cups in reverse. I think that you guys are resisting this emotion, this feeling about disappointment, this feeling of not having got what you wanted, this feeling of not wanting to take the next offer, you know, things just not for being satisfying and fulfilling for you on an emotional level. I don't think you're receiving that message. I think they're coming to you high at the moment. They're flowing in and you're bouncing them off. Okay, some receptivity is required because you are about to enter, or already in, a period of completion. What is completion? It's an ending. The puzzle, the piece of the puzzle that's been missing is presently there for you. It really is. Okay, now what areas of your life am I talking about? Is this love? Is this career? Is this friendships? It can be any of those things. You have to participate in this reading, this general reading with me, by tuning into your intuition and figuring out which area of your life it most applies to. A personal reading, like I said, would get to the heart of that if you needed it. But let's keep moving. What's going on in your heart space? I think there's been a pattern of disagreement, of arguments, of, you know, clashes, just differences in opinion, of things being a little heated. And in reverse, I think you're refusing to see it. Why? Because you see the situation like this. Either in the relationship that you're in, that you feel, I can make this work. I see this as something that's going to be great. I see this as a long-term scenario that's going to, you know, bring me everything that I want, the fulfillment that I want, the career perspectives that I want, the home situation that I'm really looking for. I see it all possible in this. In the career space, the same could apply. You could be having challenges with your bosses, with your friends, colleagues, sorry. I'm feeling like I'm going to continue to overlook it because I feel like this job can give me this. It can give me safety, security. It can get my finances up. Same with friends. You could be having obstacles, clashes, falling outs with, you know, your social circle. But again, maybe they give you a certain level of prestige. Maybe they give you a certain level of access to things, you know. Maybe you don't want to go to that concert alone, or you don't want to go eat by yourself. So you're like, you guys create this picture for me, so I'm just going to keep overlooking it. Why you see success by your affiliations with these people? Either it's a relationship, a work situation. It could be, I don't feel family actually, but work, relationship. It could be friends. You see that you can be successful for your affiliations with them. Now I say you see because I think the cards are telling you something differently. I think emotionally and intuitively you also know something differently. 9 of Cups, refusal to move on. I see you not wanting to leave the situation. You're emotionally invested. You don't want to go off in pursuit of something else emotionally. And what's the next card that comes up for you? It's your card. King of Wands. Okay, this is Sagittarius energy here in reverse. I feel like this is your stubbornness. I feel like it's you tuning even more into your characteristic, into your nature, into your comfort zone, and trying to do more of that. What would that be? I guess using more fire energy. I guess it would be being playful, you know, trying to laugh the situation off. It would be using sexual energy. Do you know what I mean? Trying to solve it through intimacy. If it's a romantic relationship, then you're having more sex and you're using that as a lens to cover some of the issues. If it's a career situation, this could be you working longer, putting more creative ideas in. It's just about you going harder at whatever it is you're already doing. And on this comes up the High Priestess card, which is about your intuition. I see that you're doing this instead of this. Like, you don't want to do this. You're going to stay where you're at. So what are your obstacles right now? What's at play, the dynamics behind all this? The Aquarius card, Star, the Water Bearer. I said you've got a lot of water energy on a high level that's trying to communicate with you. My issue here is that you have it, but what does the water bearer do with this water? You know, they're not picking it up purely to just have it in containers. You can see this transference from earth to water here, to nurture, to plant, to create, to germinate, to populate. And it's like, okay, you have all of this water energy here. It's all here for you. It's all here. It's even here in this card. Look at all of this blue water energy. What are you doing with that? Because I feel currently nothing. I feel you're currently kind of blocking it out and not taking action on what you really feel. How else do I know that? 9 of Cups in reverse. This speaks to a present dissatisfaction with the situation. I think it's something that you're loath to be honest about, or you're brushing over, because what do I see next? The same issue, the same thing that you're doing, that shows that you're doing in your heart space, is showing up as your obstacle. You are your obstacle right now. This is working really hard at this. This is, okay, I know I'm not happy. I know I'm not satisfied. I know this is not in line with what I want, but I'm just going to keep pushing at it. I'm just going to give it more attention. I will change or fix it. Why? Because the Fool, I believe I can. Okay. I believe I can. The Fool is like, it doesn't matter what else I see, my head is turned up, I'm looking to the sky, I know, I believe, don't bother telling me anything. And so yeah, you're in a space of denial, I think. But what's underneath the Fool? The Devil in reverse. Okay, this is about you not being honest about this dynamic at play. This is you covering it with this. Okay, what is the Devil? Well, it's your attachments, for one, definitely. You are attached to this situation, be it career, relationship, friendships. You are not seeing the ways that it is a bondage for you. You are not seeing the ways that it makes you behave like the devil. Let's say it like that. It makes you act out your vices. It makes you inhabit your shadow, you know, not integrate it, not do this transference that would be this card between the shadow and the light, letting the two inform each other. But it's like you relinquish your light to be here, even in terms of another person. Maybe you are in your relationship situation with your friendships, maybe even around your colleagues. Maybe you are better than them, more qualified than them, more experienced than them. You are in some way relinquishing your shine for this situation. So what's the advice for you then? Because it's not to do what you're currently doing. So what do you need to do? Make some plans to move forward. This is important. Make some plans to move forward. And what do you get next? The Ace of Swords. This is about cutting something away. This is about moving on from a scenario. What do we have here? This is what you saw in the situation. This is what you believed it could be for you. A certain level of fulfillment in terms of your practical everyday life, you know, security, finances, you know, the balance of being able to do other things outside of this situation. I feel like you don't want to do this because this Ace of Swords energy requires you to cut this picture away and return with one. And I don't think you want to feel downgraded, you know, that's how you're perceiving it. There's so much about how you're seeing the situation right now that has you here, the Hanged Man in reverse, stuck, but also unwilling to recognize that you have put yourself here, unwilling to recognize that there's another way to see the situation, which is what the Hanged Man does. The Hanged Man suspends himself to see from a different perspective. You had this card in reverse, you're not seeing from a different perspective, you're not even recognizing that you're hanging there, and you're in resistance to this energy in your life that is holding you somewhere so that you can see it clearly and make the right decision about it, which is really to move forward, move on. Okay, but with the Saturn energy coming up next month, which is going to be about creating structures, it's going to bring some genuine limitations into your life. It is also the energy of karma. You have this in your advice space. I think this is about how you live. I think this is all about how you do this Ace of Swords. Now listen, Sagittarius, I know you are the sign that can move forward. I know you are, but it's about how you move forward right now. Do it with integrity. Do it with the compassion and the wisdom that is of these sages would have. Don't do this deceitful, I'm gonna slip off sideways, I'm gonna take what doesn't belong to me, I'm going to say things that are gonna leave someone here, you know, looking at the what was there already, particularly if it's a relationship dynamic. Don't leave someone thinking about what was said, ruminating on what was said in the two dynamic between you while you've run off, you know, to create with your words another situation and scenario. It's really important. Even if you're moving away from friendships right now, don't do it in a shady way, you know. Don't. That's all I'm saying. What else is it saying to you? There's a reason though, because I feel like if you do, next month you are going to feel very quickly the backlash from that. You will. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is, for me, this energy feels like lingering in that very earth sign way, you know, Virgo, analyzing still, trying to think about what to do with this, trying to think about how you can still have it. It's in reverse. It's saying stop this mental duality. That's the next card you get. Stop trying to have both right now. This is it, okay? Do this. Don't be here looking at it thinking, I like this, I wanted this, it was for me. Okay, let it go, guys. Why do you need to let it go? Your outcome cards, they're kind of dope. Yeah, it will leave you feeling like this a bit, I'll be honest with you. In terms of like, I think there will be some kind of haze for you mentally once you make that decision, which is why this energy is really important, that you plan carefully, because I think mentally you're going to feel a little like, well, if this ending is happening and it's not going to be this anymore, then I don't get it. I don't know what this picture's supposed to be looking like. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I see you, you know, having a little tantrum and being like, so what now? Because I feel stuck then. I don't see what else there is. I see that kind of energy here. But ultimately what I also feel is the ending energy for you from this situation, if you take my advice, is this beautiful energy, the Empress card, which I think connects to the High Priestess. Okay, the Empress is like the High Priestess bossed up. So I feel the two cards you get, which really express this, I feel like it shows you using this connection, using this emotional receptivity, using the healing that is required for you right now, the emotional alchemy, the emotional transmutation of this moment, not burning it up with your fire energy and just pushing forward, but actually letting it go to work inside you so that you feel like this boss, you know, so you feel like you're sitting pretty on things that are valuable and worthwhile, and that you can create something new that will be your energy. I'm feeling very Cardi B from this from this Empress card. Like, I see it, I want it, I create it. Do you know what I mean? Like I visualize it, I've got it, it's here now. I have so much to give. I'm providing for my family. I'm authentic and true to myself. Why? Queen of Swords in reverse here. I feel like this is talking about you having come to a decision internally, having come to clarity internally, having correct judgment internally, whereas at the moment you don't. But it's like you coming to that place through the use of your intuition, and you now not just doing this. Where are you? Let's see, let me find the card for you. King of Wands, right? Not doing the masculine. King of Wands in reverse for you of I'm just going to keep pushing, I'm just going to keep forging forward, I'm just going to keep trying to make this work. Nope. This and this together, which is the Empress energy, well, it's about you being okay. You know, I'm now in a space of creation, I'm now in a space of passion, I'm now feeling sexually potent, I'm now feeling powerful fire energy where I can produce and create. And I love the way she's looking out of this card. Like, she's like, what's next? I'm ready for it, but also I'm looking because I'm gonna go to it. Like, it's almost like she's not lingering. It's like she should just get up off this throne and go right towards what she's looking at. Okay, I feel that energy. So you're looking out and you're watching, but you're also like, I'm not just gonna get that thing myself, you know. So it is a positive end. The Sagittarius, like I said, I was gonna give it to you straight. I gave it to you pretty quick too. But yeah, it's time for you guys to make some plans to move on from this situation and do it with integrity. So this resonated with you, if you would like to look into the dynamics of what's going on with you on an individual level, a personal reading is what you would need. You can get it from NicoleBlack.com/services. Please do subscribe to this channel. I know tarot can be a very personal thing, but if you feel like sharing it with someone you think could benefit from this reading, then I would love it if you did. And I will see you next month.